すいません。よいしょ。この辺かな。ごめんなさいね。ちょっと遅れてしまいました。大変失礼いたしました。よいしょ。はい。ということでね、すいません。ちょっと遅れてしまいました。ちょっとね、なんか YouTube、スマホのアプリがね、立ち上がらず、ちょっとライブ配信ができなかったです。ただ、今は動いてますので、ちょっとやっていきたいなというふうに思いますので、よろしくお願いいたします。よし、それでは、早速ですね、勉強の方、ちょっと朝のやつやっていきたいなというふうに思いますので、よろしくお願いいたします。よいしょ。ということで、やっていきましょうか。しゃあ。今日は水曜日でございます。いやー、来ましたね。ついに3月最終日。早いですね。もう3月の最後ということで、これ初めてどんくらいやろ。今で31日目か。なんですけれども、まあ早いですね。もう3分の1が今経とうとしてて。ただ逆に言うとね、あと何歩や。あと3分の1ちゃうわ。あと3分の2か。もうあるんやというと思うとね、すごいまだ長いなっていうのは正直あるんですけれども、まあね、ちょっと今回も元気にやっていければなというふうに思ってますので、よろしくお願いいたします。じゃあね、早速ちょっとやっていきたいなというふうに思います。今日はね、一人書き取り、そして文法チェック、音読っていうところなんですね。一人書き取りがどんくらいできるようになってるかっていうのをちょっとね、見ていきたいなというふうに思います。じゃあ、やったところを隠して、ちょっと取っていきましょうか。じゃあ実際にね、音聞いていきたいと思います。よいしょ。
News article audio.
スピードは1倍でいきます
A day
ね。
in business. Walmart changes step stools to save millions of dollars.
はい、ここからですね。じゃあね、ちょっと早速やっていきたいなというふうに思います。区切りで。
U.S. megastore Walmart says that it will save millions of dollars by changing the step stools in its warehouses.
やばい。Will said that it will save so dollars by changing steps to U.S. megastore Walmart said that it will save thousands of dollars by saving steps two in its warehouses. 書けへんな、スペルが分からへんな。倉庫ってなんて言うんやろ。warehouses 適当に書くか。はい、ちょっとじゃあ次いきますね。そのまま。
Employees are supposed to use step stools when they load products into delivery trucks.
Employees were supposed to use steps to when when they rodeなんて言ってたかな。ちょっとまあ飛ばしましょうか。ちょっと聞き取れないところもあるので、それ2回目でちょっと補っていきたいなと思います。
However, Walmart's old step stools were very big and heavy, so some
However, Walmart's old steps tools were very heavy and big.
employees did not use them.
So employee did not use them.
Because of this, they couldn't
Because of this, they couldn't
reach very high to fill the trucks completely, and
they couldn't reach high, reach very high, reach very high to fillなんちゃらcompletely.
and the trucks had to take several trips to
And trucks had to take several trips
deliver all the products.
to deliver all the product. はい、今聞き取りました。今ね、トータル1回でやらせてもらったんですけども、どうやろうな。こんな感じですね。こんな感じです。ちょっとね、聞き取れたんですけれども、ちょっとね、聞こえてへんところがある。なので、2回目、ちょっと2回ね、これはチャンスもらってやろうかなと思います。もう一回聞き取ります。で、今回は聞こえへんかったところを中心にね、ちょっとやっていこうかなと思います。
Today in business, Walmart changes step stools to save millions of dollars. U.S. megastore Walmart says that it will save millions of dollars by changing the step stools in its warehouses.
Million か。
Employees are supposed to use step stools when they load products into delivery trucks. However, Walmart's old step stools were very big and heavy, so some employees did not use them. Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks completely, and the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the products.
はい、OK です。終わりました。どうやろうな。まあ、ぼちぼち、ほぼ取れたんちゃうかなっていうふうに思ってますけれども、ちょっと答え合わせね、早速していきたいなと思います。よし。 US megastore. It will save millions of dollars by changing the steps to changing まだザや例の the steps tools in its warehouses employees are これはなんだEmployees are supposed to use steps 2 when they load products into delivery truck into ここ在いらんのかい into delivery trucks. However, Walmart's old steps were very big and heavy, so some employees did not use them. Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks. Completely, and the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the products. はい、という形でね、終わりました。やばい、めっちゃ鼻出る。噛みたいな。おとつい、9つぐらいミス。9つぐらいミス。で、今日は、1、2、3、4ミス。まあ、ミスの数で言うと、まあ半分ぐらい減りましたよと。ただね、まあやってるミスがね、もう分かりますよね。もう自分の弱いところなんやろな。ザのありなしっていうところが、4分の3、ザのありなしっていうところでちょっとやられましたね。なんで、この後ちょっと音読していくんですけど、そこはね、ちょっとザのところを、まあ意識的にちょっとちゃんとつけるやいないやっていうところをね、まず文法上理解せなあかんねんけど、なんでこれはあるんやろな。ね、そこをちゃんと理解した上でやらなね、これやばいよね。ないところにつけて、あるべきところにないからね、これ、ザーってめっちゃ出てくるな。はい、ちょっとこれね、音読今からしてきてやります。ちょっと待ちくださいね。鼻かんできます。ちょっと鼻がやばい。すいません、戻りました。はい。じゃあね、ちょっと音読やっていきたいと思います。音読ね、ちょっとやっていきましょうか。いきます。
Audio. Today in business. Walmart changes steps
ここタイ
tools
トル
to
ね。
save millions of dollars. US megastore Walmart says that it will save millions of dollars by changing the steps tools in its warehouses. Employees are supposed to use steps tools when they load products into delivery trucks. However, Walmart's old steps tools were very big and heavy, so some employees did not use them. Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks
completely. ちょっとここもう一回。
So some employees did not use them.
Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks completely, and the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the products. もう一回ちょっと音なしでもやってみましょうか。US megastore Walmart said that it will save millions of dollars by changing the steps tool in its warehouses. Employees are supposed to use steps tool when they load product into their delivery trucks. However, Walmart's old steps tool were very big and heavy, so some employees did not use them. Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks completely, and the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the products. もう一回やります。
The weekly news article audio. Today in business. Walmart changes steps tools to save millions of dollars. US megastore Walmart says that it will save millions of dollars by changing the steps tools in its warehouses. Employees are supposed to use steps tools when they load products into delivery trucks. However, Walmart's old steps tools were very big and heavy, so some employees did not use them. Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks completely, and the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the products.
はい、やばい、鼻がね、なんでやろ、花粉また花粉あげん、ここで。じゃあ、後でティッシュ取ってきます、完全に。もう一回やろう。もう一回。よいしょ。
Walmart changes steps tools to save millions of dollars. US megastore Walmart says that it will save millions of dollars by changing the steps tools in its warehouses. Employees are supposed to use steps tools when they load products into delivery trucks. However, Walmart's old steps tools were very big and heavy, so some employees did not use them. Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks completely, and the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the products.
And the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the products. はい、という形でね。はい、今ちょっと音読を何回かしましたけれども、この時のポイントはもうほんとね、徹底的に真似るっていうところらしいです。音ね、ここでしっかりキャッチしながら、この音を出せるようにね、意識してやっていきましょうか。
News article audio.
もう一丁。
Today in business. Walmart changes steps tools to save millions of dollars. US megastore Walmart says that it will save millions of dollars by changing the steps tools in its warehouses. Employees are supposed to use steps tools when they load products into delivery trucks. However, Walmart's old steps tools were very big and heavy, so some employees did not use them. Because of this, they couldn't reach very high to fill the trucks completely, and the trucks had to take several trips to deliver all the product.
はい、という形でね、今やってきましたけれども、はい。では、ちょっと今日は、実際の教材のところをもうね、見ていきたいと思ってますと。はい。ちょっと待って。鼻がやばい。今日ディスカッショントピックね、これね、ちょっとね、本来は予習英作文しとくべきなんだけど、できてないんです、これ。ちょっとだからちょっとだけ見ますね、今。難しいな、またこれ。ちょっと鼻かみごめんなさい、一瞬でやばい。 すいませんね、ちょっともうティッシュ持ってきました。なんでこれ花粉ほんまにあげんやでこれ。なんでこのタイミングで来た？なんかちゃう花粉出てきたんかな。はい、あかんか、やばい始まるけれども、予習ができてない。これまずいね。ちょっと今日の楽器を見て思ってほしいんですけど、これね、やっぱ予習しないとね、ダメなんですよ。意味ないんですよ。で、自分でね、やってへんって言うのもあれなんですけど、要はね、ちゃんおだ曰く、ちゃんおだ言わんでもこれ分かりますわ。要は予習せえへんかったらもう自分の使える表現しか出てこないんで、やっぱ予習して、このボキャブラリー増やして、それをちゃんと言う練習っていうのが大事みたいなんで、今日はもうめちゃくちゃダメなレース。鼻も止まらないし。ちょっとね、やっぱり残り3、4分、ちょっと一瞬だけまとめようかな。やばい。ちょっとむずい、今日の。難しいな、めちゃくちゃなんか抽象的やな。英語でなんていうんやろ。リワード、ショーよ。やばい、鼻が。今日鼻やばいぞ、これ。鼻が来てる、鼻が。鼻がやばいです。これまずい。3個目の質問よう分からへん。やばい。ちょっともう質問の意味が分からんから、これ最悪。トランスレートかけます。やばい。オッケー。よっしゃ、いきます。とりあえずぶっ込むっていう感じでやりましょうか。じゃあ今日31でしょ。よいしょ。じゃあやりたいなと思います。めっちゃ入れとるな。 Hello, hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Nice to see you again today, Gakio-san.
Hi, nice to see you. Yeah, good morning.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I don't know why my nose is having some water. Is it working well? Does it make sense? How do I say it? Making some water.
Not really making some water.
Yeah.
You can actually say,
Mm.
I have runny nose.
Runny nose.
Yes. So this is how you can express that. I have a runny nose.
I have a runny nose. Runny. Mm.
Yes. Is it because of hay fever, allergies?
Probably allergy.
I see.
Excuse me.
It's okay. So, is it because of cherry blossoms or?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Because, since today I haven't feel any, kind of allergy. But only today, it's really
Really
something
bad
wrong.
today.
Yeah.
I think I was like that yesterday.
Really.
Yes.
It's why.
I think it's also because of allergies.
Allergy? Oh.
I guess.
Mm.
I'm guessing.
No.
Because when I woke up the next day, it was fine. So,
Yeah. Yeah, same as me.
yes, I think. And because it's too hot in Philippines now, so
Oh.
a lot of things got, dried up.
Oh.
So the small powder particles are flying around more.
I understand. Alright, thank you.
Yeah. Gakio-san, do you have medicine for that?
No, actually not. Yeah, probably I should have it. I have it around.
I think so. You should get antihistamine.
Antihistamine?
Yes.
I have it around.
Antihistamine is a medicine for allergies.
Oh.
So this is what I always have them actually.
Oh, really? Antihistamines or medication that help with allergy.
Yes. However, most antihistamines causes drowsiness or it makes you feel sleepy. That's one of the side effects. So if you need to work and you need to take antihistamine, you have to find a non-drowse one.
Understand.
I think you can find that.
I got.
But I hope you get well soon.
Thank you. I hope so.
Yes. So anyway, for today's lesson, I think you requested the weekly news article about Walmart.
Yeah, right.
Do you have your copy?
No, actually, so can you send it, please?
Sure. Can you open this?
Thank you. Yes, I got.
Okay. So for our lesson today, I think we should go to the discussion part. And you requested for the right discussion part, right? Okay. So it's about following work rules. Okay. So let's talk about following work rules. So Kakio-san, do you think that employees should always follow every rule at work?
All right. About the question, my opinion is yes, we employees should follow the rule
basically every time because in case of there is some accident,
No, sorry.
yeah, we should basically have to follow the rule. This is because if there is something happen which are unexpected things, who's going to have a responsible? If we follow the rule, probably the company can protect us. However, if we are not following the rule, probably company cannot protect us. So I think we need to follow the rule basically every time.
Okay, I think I get your point, Gakio-san, and I think I agree. Like, rules were actually put there by our company, and most of the time it's to protect us too, right? So if we don't follow, it can cause, accidents too.
Yeah.
Okay, I totally agree. Well, how about in your case, Gakio-san? Have you ever broken a rule before at work?
Yes. Sometimes, often, I broke the rule, but it's actually so small, tiny rules.
Can you give an example?
Rule.
Yes, what kind of office rule have you broken before?
Okay. Alright, so this is a story when I was in my previous company. Our overtime work were decided by law. So probably, I'm not sure, it's around 45 hours per monthly. It's at the maximum, basically. However, sometimes we have a very busy season when I used to work at my previous company. So, when we have so much busy season, I used to work more than 45 hours. So basically, when I started the work, we're gonna put on some beat, like the starting beat. How do I say?
Time in?
Yeah. Time in.
Like the
Beep.
biometrics?
Beep.
Using your thumb?
No. It's like a card. Then when I start the work, we're gonna put on the card. Then it's gonna start to record our starting time. Then also when I leave the company, we have to beep. How do I say? It's touching
Time
the.
out.
Yeah, timeout. So, when we are in so much busy season, I definitely we're going to, more than have the working time more than the 45 hours. So, at that time I didn't do the proper timing bit. So at that time I came to the office, it's a really early time, but I didn't do the timing card proper time. I changed, then I controlled my overtime the work.
I see. If you're using the card before, like maybe in the old times, because nowadays I think you have biometrics, right?
In the company?
Yes. Maybe the modern ones have biometrics, like fingerprint. But if you're using the card, before we used to call it like clock in and clock out.
Yeah. time.
Yes, clock in and clock out.
Clock in and clock out.
Yes, clock in is to record your time of arrival.
Clock in is.
Yeah, clock out is when you need to go home, out of work.
Okay. So for adjusting my overwork time, I controlled my clock in time and clock out time.
Yes.
That
you can
one
also-
is my, how do I say, unfollow the, broke the rule.
So this is the time when you broke the rule. I see. Well, that's not so bad for the company actually.
Yeah.
I think this is like good for the company since you're working hard. But I think, yeah, it's not so good for you though, because you're working more than you should.
Excuse me.
Plus, if you don't do the proper time in and time out, probably you don't get the overtime pay, right?
Yeah, right.
I see. But that could be exhausting.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I understand why you did it. I just hope you don't do it nowadays anymore.
Yeah, now it's fine.
Yes. Okay. Well, how do you think can companies encourage their employees to follow their rules strictly, like 100% all the time?
Yes. Regarding this question, I can say is manager always checking our action. So my answer is because it's because of management. They can control maybe they can control and encourage employee to protect, follow the rule. However, I think only the management, sometimes it will be so hard to make people follow the rules. So I have one good idea. That one is if for the every company's rule, maybe company can support as a giving for example like a bonus or some reward. So
reward or bonus if they follow rules?
yeah, follow rules or I don't know. For example, those who are not broke any tiny rule.
Okay.
Yeah. It means follow the rule. Right.
So those who follow the 100% should get some kind of bonus. Okay. Yes, I agree. I think bonuses are usually very good motivation for employees, especially if it's like money.
Right.
Monetary bonus. Yes. Okay. Well, do you get any bonus from your company, Gakio-san?
Yeah, sometimes, but I want to have more and more.
Okay. Of course we do. All of us do want to have more.
Right.
Yes. I totally agree.
Yes.
Okay. Well, on the other hand, Gakio-san, what do you think should companies do to employees who don't follow work rules?
Punishment.
Punishment, that's true. But what kind of punishment do you think?
No salary. Or some penalty. Penalty, for example, or write report.
Write a report?
Yeah, write a report. But well, when I was high school or when I was elementary school, people who broke the rule, we sometimes got some punishment. No, we got some penalty from the school. Then teacher always said to the student who broke the rule, they were supposed to clean up on that classroom.
Okay. So they're the ones who should clean the classroom
Yeah.
as a punishment.
Right.
Okay. Well, I think that's actually a good punishment. I mean, it's a punishment, and at the same time, it keeps your school clean,
Yeah, right.
right? And it also teaches you the value of cleaning. So I think that's a very good punishment. So do you think if an employee, let's say, broke the rule in the office, he or she should clean the office too?
Not really, because I think most of the office have already cleaner in that company.
That's true. They have janitors.
Janitor. So we need other punishment, but for example, like if they, for example, like who broke up the rule, they should have do have some work which everybody don't want to. So for example, like I think every worker, every team has some daily or weekly routine. For example, like on the meeting, one of the people have to write a report during the meeting, right?
Yeah, the minutes of the meeting.
The minutes of the meeting, right? Actually, that one is it's a really boring. We always have to typing the the what day people are talking, right?
Yes.
So that one also a kind of the punishment, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a very good idea. It's a very good punishment. So you give the employee a task that nobody likes to do. But of course, this task is still something that needs to be done.
Yeah, right.
It can still benefit your company. So somebody has to do it. So it's a good punishment because you're actually, finishing the important task at the same time you're punishing the person. So it's actually a good idea. And yeah, you're right. I mean, meeting minutes is kind of boring.
Yeah, boring.
To take. And it's difficult too. Right?
Yeah, right.
Yes, it's a difficult task, I think.
We always really listen carefully, and we have to write down as a detail.
That's true. Yes. So it's hard because you're listening and at the same time you have to write it down.
Yeah, right. They also we need to join the meeting as well, so we need to tell something, right?
Yes, you need to share like your opinion about it, your reaction.
Yeah, right.
And you have to give ideas sometimes. Yes. So Gakio-san, have you experienced
Yeah, of
taking
course.
meeting minutes?
But I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's something you hate doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Gakio-san, should companies change rules that are difficult for employees to follow?
Yes, I think company should change the rule that they're hard to for employee to follow because rule rule is something which have to follow, right? However, if the most of the employee cannot follow the rule, I think it's doesn't working well. So company have to think about if they are still continue about that rule or not.
Okay, yes, I think so too. If the rule is too difficult for everyone to follow, maybe the company should adjust.
Yeah, right.
Because otherwise, everybody's going to break that rule. Nobody can follow.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, how about in your company, Gakiyo-san? What kind of rules do you think the company should change?
Yeah, it's really hard to answer the question because I'm now working at the Raja. Then some of my teammates might watch this YouTube, right? And my manager, including my big boss as well. So yeah, but I'm sure there are some rules which it's really hard to follow every time. So maybe I can discuss after this live session.
Sure. Please let me know.
All right.
I'm curious to know.
Yeah.
Yes, but in general, okay, let's say generally speaking, in Japan, can you think of a rule, like a common rule around the Japanese office that you think let's say the companies or the government should change for the people?
Yes. Now I got one idea because now during pandemic, government first to close every restaurant till 9 p.m. probably now, but before it was around 7 p.m. Then government paying the money to the restaurant which follow the rule. However, the paying money it's the same amount even it's a really big restaurant, even it's a small restaurant. So actually that rule is not doesn't working well because big restaurant they definitely have to take a cost more and more.
True.
So actually that rule is not good for the everyone.
I see. I can imagine. Yeah, it might be good for the smaller restaurants because they can break even the cost. But for the bigger ones, they're losing more than what the government is paying.
Yeah, right. That's why some of the big restaurants they don't follow the rule. So they open until the midnight. Even the government says you should close the restaurant. So I think the government should pay more. It's depends on the how do I say how much they are earning every month.
Yeah, maybe they should compensate how much the restaurant is losing.
Yeah, right.
Like this. I see. Well, but it's not. From what I've heard, it's not a very strict rule, right?
Yeah, right. But if the restaurant doesn't follow the rule, I think they have to pay some punishment to the government.
I see, I understand. Well, I think the pandemic gave us a lot of tough situation to deal with.
Yeah, right.
And everybody's just trying to survive, I think. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, Gakio-san, unfortunately it's time.
Okay.
But thank you for taking my class even though you don't feel 100% well today.
Yeah.
Thank you for still doing your best. But here is our lesson feedback in your chat box. Okay, so I think you've learned a lot of new words this morning. Please take note of them.
Okay.
Also
Wow.
for,
Thank you for naming.
grammar, you're very welcome. So here you can check out some of the sentences,
Okay.
like, yes, for number 2, can you read it?
Grammar.
Yes, grammar.
Number 2, in case of accident.
Yes, in case of an accident. Very good. Or also, for example, the number 5.
It doesn't work well.
Yes, okay. So you don't need to say working
Oh.
here. You can use the base form work. Okay, and of course, try to practice the pronunciation. Can you say protect?
Protect. Yeah.
Yes, report.
Report.
Okay, and really.
Really.
Very good.
Really.
Yeah, so practice L and R sound.
Really.
Really, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, I'll see you again on our next lesson.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day and
Yeah.
stay safe.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
See ya.
はい、ということでね、すみません、鼻がね、もうね、なんか止まらんな。
Lonnie, I have a Lonnie nose っていうらしいです。Lonnie nose。はい。
鼻ずるずるのことなのかな、ラニーノーズって。はい。ということで、はい、まあ今日もね、一旦終わりましたので、これで終了とさせてもらおうかなというふうに思ってます。はい。そうですね、明日からまた4月なんですけれどもね、ちょっとまあ、心機一転というわけではないですけれども、まあ継続的にやっていこうかなというふうに思ってますんで、よろしくお願いします。これってなんかコメント見れるのかな、ちょっと待ってください。いつもね、iPad かなんかで見てるんですけど、なんか、ごめんなさいね、コメント、ぎょうさんもらってますね。おはようございます。おはようございます。チャドさん、おはようございます。やすさん、ありがとうございます。金吉さん、ありがとうございます。金吉さん、どういうことや、ネクタイしてますね。これね、ネクタイじゃないんですよ。ネクタイに見えました？普通の T シャツです。ネクタイに見えた？これ。棚卸しに行きます。帰宅したら見ますね。お疲れ様です。薄井さん、1ヶ月続きまして、まだまだ先は長いですね。毎日お疲れ様です。長いんですよね。のりん、おはようございます。これ、のりんって多分先生ちゃうかな、昨日の。やすさん、予習は基礎練、英会話試合ということですね。ですかね。まあそうですよね。やっぱね、予習がめちゃくちゃ大事やなっていうのは感じますよね。まあ本当に基礎練。で、英会話、まあ試合っていうところですけどね。やっぱし何ですかね、スポーツするにしても、まあ結局、まあ基礎練を大事にして、そこからまあ試合行くっていうのと一緒で、まあ、そうですね。オンライン英会話のレッスンの時でも同じかなとは思います。で、やっぱしこの基礎練書かしてね、試合行くと、もうね、要は自分のできることしかできないですよね。だから普段まあやってないから、もう今のがきを 100% で言ってるんですけども、結局がきを 100% はまだね、微妙なんで、英語力で言うと。だからこれをね、がきを 120% ぐらいにするにはね、ちょっとね、やっぱ予習っていうところで、しっかりこう基礎練をね、固めていかなあかんなっていうふうに思います。で、基礎練固めたら、やっぱその試合での価値っていうのが上がりますよね。試合で学ぶことが多いんで。はい、チャドさん、I have runny nose って表現、日本語的に考えると面白いですね。鼻が走っている、鼻水が止まらない。そうっすよね。そういうことっすよね。鼻水が止まらない。鼻がブワー走ってる。僕なんかこれ、なんかね、聞いたことあったんやけど、やっぱ 使ったことなくて分かんなくて、でさっき何だっけなんかメイキングウォーターみたいなやつじゃない、そんなわけないやろ。メイキングウォーターじゃない、まあそれもちょっと似てますよね、鼻が走ってるっていう表現。そうですね、ルール守る、残業時間を管理すると従業員側、管理者側どちらも課題ですよね。従業員側としての残業多いと効率責められたりするのではっていうところで感じたりしてます。そうですよね、今日のね、一つ、例えのところでルールを守るっていうところで、残業時間とかっていうところもあったんですけども、そうですよね、まあ、身近なルールっていうところで言うと、そういったところですかね。はい、って思ったんで、ただそうですよね、まあ、難しいですよね。やっぱ、会社としても守ってもらわなあかんし。従業員としてももちろん守りたいんだけれども、守ってるとね、なかなかちょっとね、うまくいかん時期もそれはありますよね。忙しい時期とかっていうのは。はい。っていうのもあるなっていうのを感じたところでございますと。はい。じゃあね、今日はすいません。もう約1時間経ちましたので、今日はこれで終えていきたいなというふうに思っております。またね、明日から心機一転っていう話でもないんですけども、4月やからね、またやっていきたいなというふうに思います。皆さんもね、新年度で忙しい中やと思うんですけれども、いつも見ていただいて本当にありがとうございます。またね、明日以降頑張ってやっていきたいなというふうに思いますんで、皆さんもね、ぜひ、新しい場所で頑張れる人は頑張っていただければなというふうに思いますんで、よろしくお願いいたします。それではまた明日です。ほなね。